Good morning, and what a lovely morning it is too. The sun is starting to come through. We're in the woodlands. What more could we possibly ask for? As spring is majestically charging towards us, I think it's the only decent thing to do is to try and capture some early stages of the spring development. So this is what I'm going to do today. So I'm just going to get myself set up and then we're going to take some pictures. Okay, I've found my first composition of the day. What we have here, we have this path leading down, but on the way, on the journey, we've got this little birch here with its nice fresh spring green leaves, this birch here, and this tree here. The path's coming down here. The picture is going to be balanced off either side with those trees and this tree here, which is quite nice. We've also got these fallen trees here. Look at the colour contrast on this to everything else. That's going to really stand out in the image. That's going to be lovely. And then we're just going to follow the image through, bringing some depth into the image, which is going to be a lovely woodland image. Let's go and take it. Right, I've got the composition set up in camera as I want it. I'm going for f11. We've got a nice bit of morning light coming in from the side at the moment, which is really beautiful. It just adds so much to the image, helps to bring it to life. So I'm going to just focus that in and we'll just take the shot. 2-second timer, beautiful. And we'll see what we've got. No, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. I shall stick up the screen for now. Let me know what you think in the comments.
I step outside and I look at the sky as it rolls on by, oblivious to my life. I stare at my reflection in the moon, watch the stars as they sing, far too far away from me to hear if they mean a thing. Do you ever feel power over me? I'm the sand and you're the sea.
Do you ever have one of those places you keep returning to seemingly take the same sort of image? I do, and this is the place, this is the area I come to. But every time I come here, it's a new emotion. There's something new, there's a new feeling to it. And it just deserves to have that extra image taken of it. I'm going to show you the place now. So this is my place that I often take images to. I must have taken 1,000 images here, but each time I've done it, there's been a different tree that's falling across, there's been fog, a different light, just a different time of year can create that different feeling, that's something different that just makes it special to you as a photographer. So I'm just going to take this image again. I'm going to have this log here as the foreground. We're going to go up the path. As you can see, we've got the tree over there that's just leaning over into the path. He just wants to stand out, bless him. And then we'll see how that goes. And if it's any good, you might see it. Right, I've got the composition set up in camera how I want it. I've got that fallen log there in the foreground as a foreground interest. We've got the path as a leading line that's going to lead you into the image, giving it depth. And then we've got that tree that's just hinting and leaning over into the path to gain your eye at the end. I'm going to be doing this at f11. The reason I want to do f11 is because it's going to give me that sharpness across the frame. So let's just take that, let's just focus that in. Got a 2-second timer because I've lost my little clicky thing that just sets the shutter, whatever it is, off. Let's have a look at that. And you know what? I know I say this a lot, but I really, really do like this. So I'm going to, oh, there's a little deer that's just gone past. I should have caught that, shouldn't I? So I'm going to stick this on the on the screen now for you. Let me know what you think in the comments. I just found a lovely little sort of composition that I want to do. I was just walking down that path there and I just looked into this side of the woodlands, because you're always looking, aren't you? And these birches here caught my eye. So it's a nice little family of trees which are together, which is a beautiful image. I've had to walk around a little bit to try and get the angle that I want. I started off over there, but I got the 2 pines that were in the way, so I sort of walked around to the side and it's just cleared it. Let me quickly sort of see what I've got. We've got 4 trees that I'm trying to get. We've got the birch there, the pine there, this birch, then we've got that birch over there with the lovely lush green bit at the base, and then this birch here and this one here. We've got all the nice fresh spring leaves on there. I just tend to find that when spring starts, the leaves just seem softer and greener and they're just beautiful. So I'm going to capture that one. Because there's not much atmosphere in this woodland, there's no light today, there's a little bit of a breeze, there's certainly no fog or mist or anything like that. I'm going to cut down the aperture to 5.6. That's going to help me isolate the back a little bit and just keep this forefront sharp. So let's go do that. Right, I've got the composition in camera that I want. I'm going to do this at 5.6. This is going to help me, just as I said earlier, just to isolate the little family of trees that I want. What's nice about this is it's got a natural backdrop to the woodland. There's not lots of light pouring in, which we don't want, because lots of light would actually sort of distract your eye from the subject that we're trying to photograph. So that's what's nice about this, and that 5.6 aperture is going to try and soften it out a little bit. So it's going to put the main focus onto this little family of trees here. And what's also nice is, because we've got the fresh green leaves, they're not fully formed yet, it's like a bit of confetti in the air, sort of floating around, and it's just nice to capture. And it's nice to have those little dots of green against the background of the woodland, of the pines. So I'm going to take that, as I said, 5.6, 2-second timer. Do you know, I think we could be in for a drop of rain. I think there's a little bit of a breeze coming up. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, I do. I actually like the colour of pines. It's got quite a bit of orangey sort of red in it, which is lovely. Yeah, I'll stick that up now for you. Let me know what you think. Well, I think I'm going to call it a day now. It's getting quite late and breakfast and coffee beckons. But I've enjoyed coming out once again. It's nice to see this part of Woodland because I've spent a little bit of time out of the woods doing this and that. And last weekend I was at another woodland just doing a bit of reconnaissance on the bluebell woods. And the bluebells aren't just up yet, so I should probably go in there next week. So I wanted to see what spring was doing in this woodland, and I've got to say it's very, very early stages compared to other places I've seen. So it's still very much like winter in many areas. But never mind, we've got some images today, and I feel quite happy with some of these images. You can only grab what you can on a day, can't you? We haven't had much light. We did at the beginning, the sun came out, but then it cleared off, as it does. And then the rest of the time it's been quite a flat light, so we haven't had too much to sort of play with. But I'm yabbering on, as always. I shall wish you a wonderful day, weekend, whatever this may be. If you got this far, then please consider subscribing and press the notifications button so you get all notifications of all the splendid videos that are coming up. Because as I said before, spring is majestically leaping towards us, so we can get some nice videos of bluebells and all this other good stuff. So take care. I'm going to go and get a coffee, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.
To go where it's quiet, to get away from the crowds, 'cause I've got some thinking to do, and your music, it's way too loud. I got myself in a hole again. I do it all the time, and I don't see any easy way out. I just see more hills to climb. Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing wrong, but I've not got a clue. Sometimes I wonder to myself just what it is that I'm supposed to do. 'Cause just when I think I get one step ahead, I wind up 2 steps behind, and all I see in front of me are